Is my mic working? My mic's working. Right, okay. Good morning, boys. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from. Okay, OBS is all working. I had a right pain with that this morning. Well, not this morning, this afternoon, since it's the afternoon for me. But I had an issue with OBS. Then I had an issue with Safari, the internal server for Safari, just like shit itself for like 10 minutes. So I thought I wasn't going to be able to log into my Tradeify, but I did. Where's my chat? There's my chat. And then what else happened? Something else happened. Oh yeah. Then my Tradeify just kept glitching out and not showing all the normal stuff that it showed. I had to like do it from scratch basically. Anyway, no trades off the open today. Yesterday was a bit of a what's the word? Chance. More unlikely situation where I am trading straight away after the open. But we gotta wait 15 minutes roughly for the volume to build up for the current session from 9:30, and then we can get some trades going. I'll tell you what does annoy me with this fucking... I get like crazy OCD about these value lines. Like get them right on the... See, that doesn't even look right now. Getting them right on the line. That looks right. And it's funny because like if I zoom out loads, it shifts like ever so slightly. But yesterday, I'd moved my lines. I'll tell you what we will do. Let me draw the... Oh no, it was here. Okay, so... Well, I'll draw it anyway. Yesterday we had that. I'll just draw the... Where was the overnight? Because the overnight... Let's do 6... Actually, let's just do the previous day, which should be 3:59 through to 9:30, which is just off the screen. That previous day's low here, I'll just draw with a horizontal black line. That was the short I entered off yesterday. That, among other things, which obviously got blown through there, but then later in the session it actually, or later in the PM session, it broke through that again and then tapped and ran off, so I didn't catch that, but it was cool to see, and that doesn't need to be there anymore. But it definitely makes me feel like I was right to enter that trade yesterday. Just unfortunate that it was a loss. Let's get this current session profile going. We've opened outside of yesterday's value as well, so either a short from somewhere up here. What might be nice is if we move higher, break this overnight value area high initially, bounce off the value area low, and then if we can, during this run up, build some volume up here, cross back down below it again, build some more volume up on it, and then get a retest. That'd be a really nice short. Potentially A, but definitely B. Or if we just break lower now. If we just break lower now and then develop a little bit of volume across this overnight value area low. That's the other trade entry possibility thing. That was a really nice bounce off the overnight, or the previous day's value area low there in the Asian session. It's not even really the Asian session actually, because it's like right at the open. And then it just kind of bounced around it, nothing really clean. And then London slash overnight basically did nothing as far as volume profile levels are concerned, because the other overnight value area levels will be like way up there somewhere from yesterday. I need to make this even more visible. Kind of annoys me it being... It's probably because I've got black candles as well. Black volume nodes and black candles don't really mix. Not sure you're getting audio. You should be getting audio, Dompy. Everything looks fine on my side. Is it on? Let me get my stream up on my phone. Not sure you're getting audio. Yeah, there is audio. Anyway, good morning, Dompy. Okay, here we go. I was going to write it on screen for you. Why is Tradeify glitching around? Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, there we go. No, it's fine. Is it fine? No, it's not fine. Why is it being weird? It's been really off with me today. Is that why? Nope. Go to current bar. Oh, I don't know. I give up. I got anxious this morning. I will blame it on my not being at my regular desk, and took a hefty down. Then grabbed a nice big short and locked the account. Well, shorts look like they played well. You'll be trading NQ actually, won't you, as well? Ignore these value levels on NQ, they're not up to date. I can trade in 6 minutes. Really twanged my shoulder at the gym today, doing shoulders. I was doing a lateral raise and just kind of twisted my arm the wrong way a bit. No, it's actually gone way down now, but Jesus Christ, it hurt when I did it. And it's not building much volume up here on the, there's not much of a node, which is a bit annoying, but not even greenlit to trade yet, so we've got plenty of time. I'll trade from 10 till 11:30, or 10 until I get a trade, to be honest. And then depending on, I'm risking like $200 a day. If the trade is good enough, so if it has like 3 confluences or more, I'll risk my entire day's risk on one trade, basically, so $200 straight away. If it has 2 confluences, I'll risk half my my daily allowance, and if it has one confluence, then I'm not taking it at all. You screwed up one of your shoulders permanently working. I feel like everyone eventually, once you work out for long enough, eventually you just end up with some sort of shoulder injury. It's like the one thing that you get out of the gym that you're guaranteed to get. You're guaranteed to get body dysmorphia and a shoulder injury. We do have this, so there is like kind of a node here. If I just heighten up a bit, it's not a very like strong one, but you can see we have this kind of node here. Let's make I need to make that a different color because everything's just the fucking same color. We have that node there, which is kind of overlapping with these two value levels. I'd rather it be more like this, when it's like really clean over the value level. That's like ideal. But that's, oh, why have you not go back to black? There you go. I'm pretty sure it still didn't go back to black completely. Or what I will do, because POC is also like so close to shifting. If you can see, like, this is the most volume here. This level here has the most volume. It's still not black. That has the most volume, and then this is very close. So I feel like that will become POC if we get back up there, which means POC shifts lower, which is bearish, and then as long as we hold below it, the bears are in control. I can trade in 2.5 minutes. Yeah, I like the idea of entering a short like here. That's a big stop. Oh god, yeah, it's got to be. I'm gonna have to go for like a 10-point stop. Because I mean the ATR is 8. Volatile day. I like that though. It looks like a solid entry. That will be, I'm going to go half risk just because it's not like an ideal entry, but it is definitely a setup. Just not the cleanest one in the world. I might honestly, thinking about even just putting the, like realistically the stop should be like up there. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit though and just go for the little 10-point stop. I also need it to actually like, you know, come back and fill me, otherwise we got nothing. If this wants to just melt off today, however unlikely that is, if it does do that, then that's unfortunate. My short entry was the White Sand Wick this morning, been a while. How's the White Sand Wick been going? Has it been White Sand Wicking, or has it been messing you around? I've not heard anything about the White Sand Wick in over a month since I disappeared. POC might even shift all the way down there. In which case, I don't know if I would actually want to short. If POC shifts from here to, say, here or here, if we break above it, I then don't really want to short from here until POC shifts like back up here and then fails there. Because if it shifts lower down to there, if POC shifts here, which it looks like it might do shortly, and then we break above it, that's actually not bearish. It's bearish if we shift lower and then price can stay below it. So if POC shifts down to here and then price breaks and comes up for this entry, then that would void this entry and it would make me wait. Since switching to higher time frames, my setups don't usually happen at white 7-wick time frame, but it did with this one. Okay. I bet it's fun for you to hear me talk volume stuff, Mr. Wiz. Hear me talk POC and value area high, value area low, even if it's not the exact way that you do it. My DOM isn't following. Oh, it's because I'm not. Oh wait, no, it's. Also, what's ATM on? Ah, okay, so you can turn OCO. Okay, I'm gonna have to mess around with that. What if I want it to view settings? No, can't get it to do what I want it to do. I want it to just follow price. I don't know if it is or not. Feel like I'm in a dream, yeah. Okay, so we got rarely, like, that looks almost like it should have shifted, but it didn't. But if we come, like, back up here at all, which if we're going to come back up to this entry, then we're going to have to come back up here, obviously. Then POC probably will shift then. Don't know if I'm going to get a trade in this AM. If it does just melt off. Like, I would guess that it's going to pull back, obviously, at some point. How often does the market just move in one straight direction for an hour and a half? Volume profile, I use the overview of the profile for possible narrative. I don't trade the levels. Yesterday told me range session, today told me to bearish. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I use more the levels and how the levels have moved profile to profile. So like for yesterday's regular trading hours, if I zoom all the way out, you can obviously see that regular trading hours yesterday was this profile here. So we had POC all the way up here, settled yesterday, POC. I mainly look at where POC has shifted from session to session. So obviously we can see POC all the way up here for the previous day, so 9:30 to 4 p.m. yesterday. And then in the overnight session, POC is down here. And then right now, POC is up here. So I kind of use that as just whichever way POC seems to be shifting, kind of go with that direction. I mean, this POC is actually above the overnight point of control, which would that alone would be a bearish indication, but obviously you have to factor in the fact that like when this formed, it was probably like what 15 minutes into the session, so not a whole lot of volume to base that off. If I would have listened to my first teacher years ago, I would be better off. something else that I noticed the other day on YouTube was that ICT in his recent stream that he did. I didn't watch the stream, didn't even know he was streaming. I'm completely out of the loop with everything ICT, but I did see that he went on a big rant about volume profile and tweeted about volume profile and how it isn't like what moves the market, obviously, and it's all the algorithm. But I found that quite funny because I was like, how perfectly timed is that? When I switched to ICT from volume profile, ICT started clown. I mean, he's clowned volume profile before, but I can't remember him ever doing like a dedicated tweet to say like, oh, volume profile isn't what you should be trading. I learned too much from ICT and was looking for too much perfection. Yeah, I can't remember where I heard it. Where did I hear it? There was a quote actually that like, oh, give me a minute to like remember what it was exactly. I'll be paraphrasing, but I don't know if it was in a movie or even like just a YouTube video or something. And it was something like if you need answers to every question. No, it's from a podcast. That was what it was from. With Neil deGrasse Tyson, who you'll probably know, astrophysicist, science guy, and he was talking about like all the space and stuff. But he was being asked questions like, "How do you know? What do you think about this? And what do you think about this?" For like stuff that he just wouldn't have the answers to, like where are the aliens and all stuff like that, and like how big's the universe. And he kind of said something that obviously in my head I related it to trading instantly. He said, "Learn to love the question, because if you require an answer to everything, then you'll start making things up to fill in the gaps." Yeah, reminded me of ICT because if there's one school of thought in trading that like requires an answer to everything or feels like it can give an answer for everything, it's ICT. POC is probably going to shift now, surely, right? If this just pops a little higher. Yeah, there we go. So now that kind of kills the short from at least from where that position on the chart is. This short position. It's kind of no point in me even having that there, because if we break above POC here, then that doesn't signal me bearishness if we can't hold below POC now that it's shifted. If we're going to stay bearish right now at least, then I would expect price to hold at this newly shifted POC. I can give you an answer every session, every day that matches ICT. Didn't make me... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel the same, Dompy. I could tell you why the market's doing anything that it does with ICT, but I couldn't make money off of it. And that's, yeah, like you say, that's not even a slate to ICT, like himself or his teachings. That's just, I feel like that's just how either we were trading it or just the strategy in general feels like makes it very easy to read price, or I don't know. We're going down the rabbit hole here. Because that's one thing I've noticed with volume profile. I might not be as like perfect, like calling the highs and lows of the day, like whatever, with like I could with ICT from time to time. But even in just the past few weeks, I mean, my win rate is up. So yeah, and we're all trading it differently, exactly. So how I'm thinking now about this short is, ideally, to be honest, I don't want us to hold this POC, because that would just mean we continue lower and then I'm probably not going to get a trade, because I'm trading most of the, like, I'd say 80-90% of the time I'm trading off of these value levels. So if we hold POC here, I'm not going to get a trade, at least not like soon. I still have over an hour left in the session, but ideally I would want us to break this POC, come up higher here, develop some more volume across these levels, and really what I would want is for POC to shift like back up here or here and then fail at it. Because in the same way that this shifted lower, and then if we don't hold at this, now it's shifted lower, that would be bearish, or that would be bullish. If we shift higher, but then, so say it shifts back up here, but then we fail to like get above it and hold at it, if we fail and come lower here, then that is then bearish. So then that combined with the fact that just getting up here will build more volume across these levels means that I can get a trade. But so far it's held at that shifted POC. You can see that quite nicely. So POC shifted lower and price reacted. And that is a potential trade that you can take with this strategy that I now trade, but it's how Cami teaches this strategy is kind of you grade your trades into like a C grade setup, a B grade setup, and an A grade setup. Basically just the number of confluences on each. So like a C grade has 1 confluence, B has 2, and A has 3 or more. And more times than not, over a big enough sample size, obviously the more confluences you have, the more likely that trade is to win. So you can still take C trades, but he just recommends lowering your leverage on those trades. And for me, at the minute, I'm just completely passing on any trade that's a C trade. I'm just solely focusing on B and A trades, which still offers me more setups than ICT did. Last week, I traded literally every day last week. And I think I won. I think I won every day except one. And that day could have been a break even had I had my risks parameters, like my break even move and all that stuff slightly different, which I now do have. Let's see if it can break POC here. I want it to break POC. But then again, I won't really want to. This is like probably a valid short. I just, from the reading of the POC, I'll take this short once POC shifts back up here somewhere and then fails at it. I'd rather take this short, because you could take this short just when it gets up there. You could just bang short right there. I'm gonna wait for more. I'm gonna hopefully have price come a little bit higher, and then I'll take like a retest sort of move, something like that. But this POC is building up a bit more than that one up there. So it's so cold. I need to go put a hoodie on or something. The UK is freezing. What's the weather like today? What's the UK weather like today? It's that point in the session where we talk about the weather. 8 degrees Celsius. With light rain expected. Oh, and it actually feels like 3 because wind. jacket on. I'm not cold, but I'm chilly. I also need to fix this Tradeify because it's got so many like things on here that I just don't want. Chart settings. Nope. I get rid of the bid in the ask, but I can't for whatever reason. Ah, there we go. That's better. What a boring session. What's NQ doing? You know what? Let me update these NQ profile levels. So that's the overnight. Fucking hell, they're all the way up there. From what I've seen, NQ doesn't really respect them as nicely. It does, but it's a little bit more hit and miss compared to ES. ES seems to respond to them slightly better from the very like little testing that I've done. That's also wrong because that's extending. There we go. Hair is right and that one's wrong. There we go. And then previous day be 359. Oh, I love this mouse. I love just being able to scroll. I can literally do that with my thumb. So POC from previous day all the way up there. Very high. I can't be asked to do the weekly levels because yeah, that's right. 9:30, 359. Yep. So that's what NQ's done as far as its value area levels. Failed at overnight point of control, and then where's its current? Yeah, same sort of thing as ES. Shocker. That's also 1 minute off. $9.29, come on. There you I hope ES is doing the same thing and breaking above POC, because then I'll actually have something to do. Yeah, it is. Okay, back to ES. There's a fan in that room that's annoying me. Okay, so we've broke above POC now. Not like completely, we need to completely break away from it really. This could still just consolidate around it. If we get like in above here, that'll be, there we go. Now it's breaking away a bit more clearly. So next thing I want, move up here, develop some more value across these areas. To be honest, ideally this one, this is the main one, because that's the one that's more overlapping with the overnight value area low mainly, but also the overnight point of control. But I would want really enough volume to build up here for POC to shift back higher, and then for us to fail at it. Or, you know, we could just carry on going down. That's also a thing. I will probably peek at this in the afternoon session. A little bit. If I don't get a trade today, because, you know, may as well. That's the other thing I like about volume profile. It's pretty much the same approach, like, all day long. Mr. Journey. Back to BNG. I shorted it and choked my long. Let me go on NQ. Where's the BNG at? Let me just delete that so I can... 931. You shorted from here? That's pretty nice. That 945 short, if you got that. Moving back up. Expecting a delivery today. I need to see if it's come. Has been delivered. Great. Don pointed out we got the magical 2.5 reversal. Nice. It's that volatile I shorted from 24,718. Oh yeah, nice. Solid short there. Volume profile is failing me. In the sense that I was getting a lot more trades last week. So far this week, I had one yesterday, but it was literally within like the last minute or two of my session. And then so far today, this is the only time that it's like a no trade day really. If we just run away from all the value levels, which for the AM session it's like very unlikely to happen. Not very unlikely, but it's pretty unlikely just because we don't form the overnight value levels until 9:30. So like obviously right when we open at 9:30, unless we bolt off like in one direction and in like the first half an hour, which we kind of did today. It's like we shot up, shot down, and then 10 a.m. here starts my window. And then, so since my window for, like, I can refer to this current session volume profile for more high probability entries, it's just kind of done nothing really. So there's not much I can do when it's a day like this, other than take C grade entries, which I just don't want to do. Come back to the dark side. I went long there for 50% retrace. Nice. Lock second account. Oh, what if I just clicked? Stock screener. Nope, don't need you. If this has shown no real like want to move for the next, like closer to 11, if it's shown no real like willingness to come back higher and develop some volume in these higher nodes, I'll end the stream there, just because if it's not got up here by 11, then the likelihood that it's going to get up here and then build a volume and then reverse and then come back and tag me in here by 11:30, pretty unlikely. I will be watching it, like I will be watching it. I won't be streaming, and then I'll just do like a YouTube post if that does happen. I just don't think it's pretty likely, and I don't want to sit here for another. I'll happily sit here for another like 20 minutes or so, in case it does something. But I don't want to sit here for another hour, at least on stream. And then also vice versa, if we get back below this POC here and we start exploring below these lows, that will also kill my interest on the day, just because, again, if we come all the way down here likelihood that we get all the way back up here and then do this by 11:30. Very unlikely. So I kind of need us to really hold above this POC now. We're consolidating around it. I need us to break away from this and get up here. For me to be doing anything. We're also starting to get a pretty even distribution in this sort of area. So if this value area low, if we get this value area low, shift a bit lower to say here, that's like a short entry there would look something like, I would want that value area low to get like down here, and then that short would look something like that. Which I honestly might take just because I quite like that. So a value area low. I wouldn't mind it if we could come down here a bit as well. Just pull POC a bit lower, because if POC is up high, like up here, because when I do like an even distribution fade, basically just fading like the highs and lows of the consolidation. No, my target, my high probability target would be POC. So it doesn't really make sense for me to short from like somewhere up here if POC is like right here, because that's just not much of a risk to reward. Whereas if I short from there and POC is like down here or even down here, then that's doable. Just simply from like a how likely it is to get there sort of thing. I've been taking massive trades off the quadrant levels on the daily chart from 10:10 to 10:30 range. Oh, like a daily. I'm assuming you mean like a daily fair value gap quadrant. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this trade here. I could just do with that value area high shifting ever so slightly lower. I can just go for something simple like that. I'm basically like, if you wanna talk ICT, I'm basically turtle souping these relative equal highs, but using volume profile. POC sure is a magnet, Dumpy. I fucking hate magnets. Many times coincide with some VPLs that Don has. Yeah, the ICT VP combination. I don't doubt that it would probably work. I just don't want to do it personally, just because it feels like almost too much. Like ICT on its own, ICT on its own can be a lot. So ICT combined with volume profile, it just seems like just use one or the other. Not use one or the other, but you have to really draw back, I would say, on one. Like, for example, I think Coop or Geordie probably doesn't know. I doubt very few people who trade ICT are going to use like this current session volume profile. They'll probably just draw like the value area levels from the previous sessions and then just trade ICT, but then also have them as like a reference. That's probably a good way to do it, I guess. No, I didn't catch a short. I think someone did catch a short though. Professor Mac. Also, welcome. We stopped at the top quadrant of the new week opening gap for 10:30. Oh, okay, cool. I think Journey and Dompy caught shorts. I've yet to catch anything just because I've not had anything really offer me much of a setup. I am going to take this short if we can get back up here. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Let's call that 641. Oh god, why is my Tradeify in like complete whole numbers instead of ticks? What the fuck? Don't like that. Why are you in ticks? Give me the settings. Hopefully I can do this before it. Configure. Oh, I don't know why it's done it. It's really weirding me out. Chart settings, price levels. Settings. Oh, it's fucking... Tradeify is weird, man. Tradeify is weird. Why are you in... I don't like it. It doesn't click in it, but when I'm moving... Oh, yeah. It's horrid. Maybe if I just take the crosshair off. No, okay, that did not work at all. Does anyone know why my Tradeify is like, when I move the crosshair around on the price bar on the right, it moves in like complete decimals, not just the, okay, I can move this entry a bit lower now. Let's call that 359. 3950, sorry. And that's, yeah. 3950. Oh, it's horrid, I don't like it. Stop at 4850. Because I have to like fumble about to get my stop where I want it. Oh, this is really annoying. Trade of 8. Fix yourself. Express yourself. Bum, bum. No. Let you boys know when I get filled on this. Actually, you should see it on the DOM anyway. Oh, I really want to know why my trade of 8's being weird. Can't figure it out. Okay, we'll fix that thing. There's that. Back. Price levels. No. Low price, middle price, show P&L, no. Ugh. I give up. I give up. I give up, Tradeify. I fucking give up. Express yourself. That's gonna be stuck in my head now. Trading. No. Toggle. What the fuck's that do? Yeah, if it gets filled, Professor Mark. It's a pretty simple idea. Just we have a even distribution on this section of the profile. So in that situation, I can fade the value area high of the current profile where the volume drops off and just simply take it back to POC. So yeah, pretty simple trade. Pretty high probability as well from what I've seen. Just needs to get filled. It is a pretty volatile day as far as like the average true range. Okay, POC shifted now. I mean, it'll shift back up actually because this isn't like there's no real defined point of control in any of this. This is kind of just one big point of control really. Like it could shift all the way up here, it could shift here. Right now it's here. But they're the 3 peaks. But if it's going to come up and fill me, it's going to cross these two, so it could easily shift. Hopefully it shifts. Hopefully it shifts here, because if it shifts here, that's kind of screws my risk to reward. Because I don't really want to have to trade through the POC. I want to trade to it at the very most. To be honest, I could also buy this. That is a thing. I could buy and then just, you know, say 8 points. I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to set a buy limit down there at 607. And, you know, like just whichever one gets filled first. 5999. Yeah, I don't know if that overnight value area low or pre-market value area low isn't really close enough for this for it to be much of a confluence, and like the fact that if it's gonna get up there, then it's probably gonna stop me anyway. But yeah, if that was a bit lower, then yeah, absolutely, I'd say this, he would probably class this, what I'm doing right now, as a B trade, Mac, because you have the confluence of the current session value area low or high, and just simply the context alone is like a confluence in itself. The confluence that we have this even distribution of this section of the profile, this kind of D shape, is what he calls it. Yeah, the context of the shape of the profile itself it counts as a confluence of its own, basically. Yeah, I am trading MES, but I've been using ES as value levels because it just makes sense to me to use the one that's got more volume. I can actually knock this up a bit, but I don't really even want to because it just kills my risk to reward, really. Where's my entry at? Oh, it's there, 607.25, yeah, okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to really quickly ask chat GBT why my trade of 8 is moving in whole numbers. See if I can fix it. Here's how to fix it. Right click the chart. Nothing happened. Chart settings. That's just not an option. Right click chart settings, price format, is that there? Nope. Oh, looks like I might get filled here. Order filled.
Order filled.
Order filled. Okay, so we're in this long here. It's very, very short long. Okay, going to break even now. And there we go, order filled. That's a dub. Cancel all those limit orders that were waiting up there, and bosh. There we go, boys. Done for the day. I'm gonna just take that and leave. Solid little long from the bottom of that even distribution. Simply straight up to POC. That's all I need for the day. Pretty happy with that. I was quite literally trying to like fuck around with my settings to get it to fix this price thing whilst that was going on, but yeah, that was a solid trade. I'm going to just quick finish up on the day really there, but yeah, very happy with that. Little 1 to 1.03. That extra tick is just for commissions. To be honest, if it did get back up there, I would probably fade that as well. But I try and just have one winning done, to be honest, most of the time. Yeah, boys. Dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat. That was basically no drawdown as well. That was literally a tick of drawdown, if that. What's the low of that candle? 2 ticks of drawdown in that trade. Pretty solid. Pretty good. But yeah, I doubt this is going to get back up to the other end of that range. It's probably just going to keep going lower. But yeah. Finally a win. We had the first stream yesterday, which was a loss, and then stream today, which was a win. So I will leave that there with you boys. I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday. Same time, 9:40, 9:45 is roughly when I'm starting. Through to 11ish, 11:30 at the latest. But yeah, everyone caught dubs today, so that's good. Let me get the chat up. Good deal. Hell yeah. Oh, it's raining in the UK. I can hear the rain outside. Brilliant. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, boys. I'm going to jump off. And yeah, I'll catch you boys tomorrow, same time.